people. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. I am Darla, and you are tuned into The 30 Journey. Here, I share my life lessons, experiences, and journey through my 30s with you from a faith-based perspective. And if any of that sounds interesting, you should definitely subscribe. Join the TTJRNY tribe and follow me on the gram. All right, y'all, let's talk. So in this video, guys, I want to talk a little bit about shot clock moments. So what this is, and I had a thought recently, I was wondering why it seems like when it comes to getting things done, getting to that shot clock winning shot moment is usually when all of us, or a lot of us, I won't say all of us, everybody not, living their life like this. So many of us end up really just pulling through, like right at the last minute. I always struggle with, why did it take getting to this final moment in order to get this thing accomplished and done? I remember in school, y'all, you have a paper that's due. You had probably a whole month to get it done, but for whatever reason, you procrastinated until maybe the night before, maybe the week before, knowing that you could have got a head start weeks ago, but you waited until the last minute. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why is this the norm for so many of us? I always wonder sometimes, like, what could I have done within that time that I seemingly wasted? And I say seemingly wasted because there's a clip that I saw from Oprah where she basically talks about nothing is ever wasted. I personally believe that nothing is ever wasted.
You've been around as long as I have, you know that there is not one single thing that has ever happened to you or will happen to you that will be wasted. If you look at every single crisis, difficulty, challenge, every joy-filled moment that comes into your being, everything is there showing up to make you more of who you were meant to be. And it's showing there to help, it's showing up there to help you. Nothing ever is wasted.
And what I pull from that as well is the simple fact that even within the procrastination, even within, beating ourselves up, even within that time, like I said, that seemingly wasted, I realized that sometimes it just has to happen that way. Sometimes it just has to be that way for some of us to learn that lesson, for us to continue to move the needle forward in some way, shape, or form. Because believe it or not, there are some people that don't even make it to the shot clock moment. They may have given up. They may not even do the assignment. They may not even get to that point to where they even care to finish the task. And for a lot of us, that's where we thrive. Like in that final moment, that's where we thrive. That's where sometimes our lives change. One thing I realized too that is always so funny to me is, like, when you're cleaning or you have to clean something, you usually get it the cleanest when you're mad. Y'all ever realize that when you are mad about something, somebody made you upset or whatever, that's when you clean the best? Like, you'll be vacuuming, mopping, scrubbing, doing all the things with so much energy. It's like, where did this come from? Like, what is this all about? And I realize, y'all, it is just energy. It is energy that is directed and redirected in whatever way it is needed at that time. And if we find that same energy and that same dopamine rush within a shot clock moment to get something done, I say continue to do that until you allow yourself to realize that I can use this energy in even better ways, and using that energy for that shot clock moment for something even greater. Because I think that's the lesson for me. One thing, like I said, I'm starting to learn how to do is to do the task beforehand, as much as I can do anyway, and use that shot clock moment energy for something even greater. It just may not be for cleaning anymore. It may be for pushing through on a bigger goal. And for you, it may just be the same. Another example of this is those moments that you get to where it's do or die. It's really, really, really interesting how that's where we usually push through the most as well. When it is all or nothing. I hear this all the time if you watch a lot of interviews like I do of artists and people who go for whatever dream or goal that they're going for. It's like, I have to risk it all. I have to really lean in to this moment. because I have nothing else to give. And within that final moment, it's like that's where the breakthrough happens. So can I give you guys the spiritual part to this that I'm realizing too? It's usually in the Word of God, the final moments of something. I think about the Noah and the ark moment. I think about Abraham risking and sacrificing his son. Or I think about Job, crying out to God and finally having that moment that I kind of expressed to you guys in my video titled Hush, because he was just like, God, you've cursed me. I've done what you wanted me to do. And he's just like going over and over and over, trying to justify, who he is and who he has been as a man, knowing that God knows this, he sees this. And it's like in that final moment, in those final hours, God restores everything more so from what he thought that he lost. It's like all of those moments where you get to the edge of something, where you get to the end or what seems to be the end of something, and it just breaks through for you altogether. I find it so interesting that those usually are the moments that we remember most. Those are usually the moments that change our lives the most. And what I have finally stopped doing, even though I might still have a few of those moments, I stopped fighting the fact that it took me, maybe getting to the night before to do the paper or recording the video or whatever it may be, right? Just thank God that you got there and that it turned out greater than even at this moment. Maybe it didn't turn out the way that you thought that it would, but maybe the impact was greater than you even know. There are plenty of videos that I did not think would get as many views as it did or resonate with people as much as it did when I recorded it. And it's not to harp on those moments. I just honestly have become more grateful for the shot clock moments, y'all. It's almost giving also, but did you die? That's what this is giving to for me. Like, but did you die? It's almost like God just being like, yeah, I know you got to the end, but did you die? Like it's giving that too. But either way, grateful for it all. And I hope I allowed you guys to see that those moments are truly, truly amazing on your journey. And they always, like I said, remind me that those moments are beyond our comprehension. We might think it's about one thing, but it's usually more so about something else and something greater. So as much as I'm here for those shot clock moments, I'm here for also leaning into that energy and allowing those moments to be used for something even greater. I hope this video blessed you guys. If it did, make sure you give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to the channel, and always, 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 always find joy in the journey. Peace.